Right, I'll demo this onboard single channel mixer thing. So I've got a transmitter here. This is a Turnigy, and it's using a fly sky module here, but doesn't really matter. I've set the channels up for the purpose of this demo, so that channel 1, as you can see, is it's going to be rudder effectively, but it's the main steering control. Imagine this is a 3-channel model. Channel 2 is elevator. This is a mode 2 set. Channel 3 is the throttle. And channel 4 I've set to work off the trainer switch, which you can do with most radios, some easier than others. So that's going to be our single channel pulsar. So I'll move that out of the way and put the receiver side of things on show now. Apologies for the autofocus on this camera, it's not the best. So we've got a receiver, we've got this Arduino thing, and three servos. I'll try and put them in order. So because the channels are using 1, 2, 3 and 4, I've connected channel 1 here, and that's going to take the power and the signal for channel 1 into this board, and then 2, 3 and 4 are all done down the same wire. But obviously if you weren't using channels next to each other, you could use separate wires for each channel. And so if you remember, we've got, this is the link for programming, which I'll show you in a bit. We've got channel 1 rudder, channel 2 elevator, channel 3 throttle, and they're in the same order this side. So this is going to be the rudder servo, elevator, throttle. And let's put some power into. You could put the power on here if you want to, but I'm going to plug it into the receiver. And obviously if you've got a speed controller, that would power it rather than the battery. So now I'm moving the rudder and the elevator. This is just moving the sticks on the transmitter, and the throttle. Got a very fast, this is a tail servo off a heli, so it's a bit fast really for this, but that's showing the throttle. And if I start using the switch, that gives us right, oops, went too fast, right, left, up, down, quick blip for throttle. Now you can see that if I quick blip for throttle, that's full throttle, but when you move the stick, the stick takes over. So if it's anywhere other than tick over, quick blip doesn't work. You've got to be at tick over, and then you can use the quick blip throttle control. Just to demo, if I hold on right rudder, you can see the rudder servo moves, but the sticks are still working the elevator and the throttle. So how to train it. This is the bit that I didn't cover in an earlier video. Disconnect the power, Click the training link, put the power back on. Bit of a dodgy connector we've got here on the battery. Right, and you can see the LED on the little Arduino board is making a single flash at the moment, and that's asking us to set the rudder position. So I'm going to hold in a bit of right rudder, not full, maybe half, and pulse the switch once, and it's remembered that position now, and you can see it's now doing 2 flashes on the LED. So it's asking us for the left rudder position, so I'll give it full left rudder just for a change. Pulse again. Now we've got 3 flashes, so it's asking for up elevator. We'll give it about half up elevator. Changes to 4 flashes, and that's for down elevator. We'll give it lots of down elevator. 5 flashes now is asking for the throttle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So that's throttle closed. Now it'll change to 6 flashes. Set the amount of throttle we want right there and learn that. So now it should be doing 7 flashes. Let's just see if it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So this is the keying speed. So if I use full throttle and learn that, that's a ridiculously fast keying speed which no one could ever use. So if I try and I'll do right, that works. But if I just try and do left, you see we just get brief instances of right because can't work the button fast enough. Bring the throttle all the way down to the bottom, that's the opposite effect, and we'll teach that as a speed. Now you can see that there's a big delay on the rudder. If I pull the switch now, there's all that delay. So I can still do left, oh sorry, what was it, right, left, but it's too slow, and although the throttle servo isn't active when we're in this setting mode, if you keyed at a reasonable speed, it would be interpreted as quick blips for the throttle. So I want to set it about where I want, which is just below mid throttle. Learn that. I'll just try left to see if I'm happy with it. Right, left, yeah, that'll do. So now disconnect the power, take off the training link and reconnect the power, and it will have remembered all those settings now. So now we're back in live mode. The thing I didn't mention before is the LED lights up whenever I press the switch. So you can see, press once, that's giving us a bit of right rudder, left, providing we're on low throttle, quick blip will work the throttle. But if we're away from low throttle, quick blips are ignored. There you go, that's about it. Oh, the mods I made to the board. Probably the focus isn't good enough to see this, but there's a very small link in here which is linking V in to the power rail, so that even if the battery voltage or the ESC voltage is well above 5 volts, which would damage the Arduino, it's being regulated down through V here. And to make it work like that, I've cut a track just above the VCC pin that normally links the VCC connector there to the 2 rails that run down either side. So it's a small cut there and a little link there. And if you are running at 5 volts, on the battery or the ESC. You lose a little bit through the regulator, so the Arduino ends up running at 4 volts, but that's still perfectly good. It'll run happily at 16 megahertz on 4 volts. There we go then. Thanks for watching.